Hello everyone, I'm Vinicius Ferrero, and today's video isn't a tutorial, but an explanation of how Nuls POCM works, and how it can benefit not only investors, but also new projects in need of capital for development. The first thing I need to explain is Nuls consensus system. It uses a consensus mechanism called POC, which means proof of credit. This consensus is derived from POS, which means proof of stake. Both work very similarly, but with some different adjustments. I can detail this further in a future video, but what you need to know is that it works similarly when it comes to staking. In other words, you need to have a balance in your wallet to earn passive income on that balance. In this case, you delegate your coins to a validating node to receive these rewards. But what does this have to do with Nuls POCM? POCM, proof of credit mining. Basically, it utilizes Nuls' traditional staking system to create a new product that can benefit both casual investors and projects in need of capital to develop their ideas. But hold on, let me explain it better. In traditional Nuls stake, the user delegates their Nuls to a pool and receives Nuls rewards generated by that network's validating node in return. However, in the case of POCM, a third party emerges in this process, which is the project that you can support to receive tokens as a reward. For the project to create its pool, it basically needs to allocate a certain amount of tokens within the platform. And what does the user or investor need to do? They need to delegate some of their Nuls to the pool containing the token they wish to support and receive. In other words, the investor leaves their Nuls in the pool and receives tokens from the project they have chosen in return. All pools within the program maintain Nuls' traditional staking system. Therefore, this pool along with the Nuls delegated by users will generate new Nuls due to the consensus system. These generated rewards will be redirected to the project's wallet, which will use these Nuls to capitalize and develop its idea further, create new tools, or simply leverage a certain project that was already in development. In summary, we as investors can support some projects and receive tokens from those projects in return for that support. However, the key difference is that investors are not exposed to the risk of the project they are supporting. After all, their Nuls coins remain within the Nuls ecosystem using the official consensus. If you look at this illustration, you'll notice that we users and investors only interact with a specific pool within the POCM program. In other words, within the Nuls ecosystem itself, and we don't need to interact with anything related to the project we are supporting. This way, users are not exposed to the risk of a particular project. The only risk that may occur is the supported token having no value, not growing, precisely because the project hasn't developed anything. In this case, you simply withdraw the Nuls from that project's pool, and move to another project that may be more interesting, or has better results and is more structured. We also notice that all of this opens up space for various other different communities. After all, these projects will open new pools within the Nuls ecosystem, and bring their communities with them. But what if I told you that these projects are not limited to just the Nuls blockchain? That's right. It can be a project that is on the Polygon blockchain, BNB chain, or any other blockchain. This happens because Nuls itself and its entire ecosystem have a very strong position regarding crosschain. In other words, a multi-blockchain ecosystem. For example, a project that started on the BNB chain network can keep its original token on that network and still participate in Nuls POCM. This is possible thanks to the Nerve network, which is a project created on the Nuls blockchain, responsible for communication and integration of tokens across different blockchains. So sometimes investors will support projects that are on other networks, but will receive rewards within the Nuls blockchain. So you just need to take that reward, use the Nerve network tool, and transfer the specific tokens from the Nuls blockchain to the project's original blockchain network. Once the token is in its original network, the investor can actively use it in the project if it has any utility, or simply trade it on an exchange. Guys, as much as I really like this solution, and believe it should get much more attention from the market, not all projects we find here will be good projects in the future. That's why it's necessary to evaluate and study what a particular project is doing, its purpose, and the solution it has come to provide. In short, it's advisable to study the project before delegating your Nuls to any pool. Otherwise, the investor may receive a token that will have no value in the future. Before I forget, a new function has been launched that is already present in some of the pools. Basically, this function will bring much more liquidity to the tokens of these projects. This new function will take part of the Nuls rewards that the project will receive in its wallet, and will directly send it along with the project's token to add liquidity to it. In other words, a much stronger and more robust structure has been created for these new projects in the market. But what do you think of this function? Did you already know and understand how it works? Or perhaps you learned about it during this video? Well, comment below because I want to know. Also, if you want to continue learning about the Nuls ecosystem, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and also hit the bell icon to ensure you receive notifications of upcoming videos. That's all for today. Thank you very much for your audience. Now I'm going to end this video, but I'll see you next time. So until then, bye bye.